Hello, y'all. Welcome back. I'm outside I'm outside my house. I feel like recording out here because it's not so hot. It's been about 90 degrees for the last couple of days, and apparently it'll be 90 degrees the next 2 weeks too, with thunderstorms, possibly severe thunderstorms. I hope it won't be like that on the 2nd of June because, obviously we have a graduation to go to. Yay! Hooray! People ask me, family members and, certain friends and associates, former associates I used to work with, they always ask me about, how do I feel that this is the last child to graduate? And I feel like it's saddening, but just like when my first daughter graduated back in 2024, like I said, it's sad, but life goes on. And then once you realize that, hey, life goes on, and the idea of actually having more free time to like do things like this when I'm off, instead of having to have nights of doing homework and cooking dinner, not in that order obviously, but those kind of things, those kind of chores. It's, you look back and you're like, nope, I don't want to do this shit again. And besides, I'm apparently too old to do so anyway. At least to hear men talk about it. I'm too old, and fuck, I'm actually happy of being old, because who in the hell wants to go through that again? Who wants to push a kid out of their hoo-ha or get their stomach sliced up? I'm just saying. Anyway, I wanted to come here and talk about, I'm gonna point the camera over here, on my phone over here, so you can see the sunset. I wanted to talk about this video and this particular content creator, if you want to call him that. I'm not going to name any names. All I'm saying is this particular content creator, he did a video regarding this incident that happened in, I believe it was in Texas, where it was a black male who ended up, and I believe his name is Eddie Hill Ray Jr., some shit like that. You have to forgive me. Like I said, when I post the pictures and when I put up my thumbnail, I'll have the correct name. But anyway, moving forward. So, long story short, most people have heard the story. He went in there. Well, when he was at his job, he was playing Good Samaritan because this Becky had issues with the Tyrone that she was dealing with. I'm assuming this was a husband, soon to be ex-husband, that she was trying to get away from. And, there was an altercation. Like I said, he tried to play Good Samaritan. He ended up getting unalived by by the Becky's husband. And then he pew-pewed her and then unalived himself afterwards. So, of course, a lot of men are talking about, in the conversation, a lot of black men, I should say, per se, are talking about, he died a simp. He died a simp. So this particular content creator did the story about it, but however, he did a suspense thing for people who didn't realize, because I guess they were assuming this was a black woman that was trying to run away from this husband. This Tyrone of a husband, if you want to call him that. Anyway, and he led it up to the point until finally, toward the end, he finally dropped the race of the woman. Like I said, she's a Becky. And still there was men in the comments, and I will insert clips. I will insert clips. I will insert clips here of the comments that I screenshotted of them saying that even though this was a Becky that this man was defending and got unalived for, the conversation still ended up back on black women, and a lot of the men saying in the comment section, well, I'm not going to defend anyone who's a stranger. Why the fuck would you expect me to defend someone who's a stranger? I'm only going to defend my wife, my kids, my daughters, my cousins, my female cousins, my my aunts, etc., etc. But when the truth of the matter is, you don't fucking do that at all. Black males don't even protect the women and girls in their own family. What the fuck are you talking about? No, seriously, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'll give two examples. The first example, I remember it was in fucking, I believe it was circa spring of 2023, where there was an incident of a man who knew that his daughter, his 16-year-old daughter, was getting bullied by this white girl with Hispanic origins. That's what I call them. Some of them will call them white Latinas. I don't feel like they should be called white Latinas, but I call them white girls or white women or white men or white boys with Hispanic origins, because that's what the fuck they are. But anyway, again, moving forward. So this particular girl was getting bullied by this white girl with Hispanic origins. And the father was rooting it the fuck on. He was rooting it the fuck on. And not only was he rooting it the fuck on, not only was he texting his daughter and talking about how he wanted this girl to beat his daughter's ass, he even fucking stood up there and he had DM'd the girl and asked her what was her fucking Cash App if she had one, so he could send her money as like a bet, placing a bet on hoping that that girl would kick his daughter's ass. Now tell me where in that fucking story where the black man was protecting a black girl that he knew. I'll wait. And then let's not forget, and I believe this clip was, and when I find it, I'll insert it here also. Remember the story about the man who ran with his toddler daughter away from this pit bull that got loose, and he jumped on the fucking hood of the car? And remember how that girl was crying? And she was talking about, daddy, let me, or something of that sort, trying to, scared out of her fucking mind because she thought this dog was going to attack her. And he was like, come on, just climb up on top of the car. How the fuck was she going to climb on top of the car, sir, when she's a toddler? She could barely even, she's barely potty trained and knows her ABCs are 1, 2, fucking 3s. How was she going to jump on the car? And luckily, the dog was really confused. I remember that video. The dog was extremely confused. He or she didn't know what up was down or down was up. And I think the dog also sensed fear in that child. So that's the reason why the dog didn't attack. Well, I mean, confusion and fear. And yes, dogs can sense that. We should all know that by now. But again, where was the protection? Where the fuck was the protection? So my question is, and it's pretty straightforward and simple. Excuse me. Why does the black community act like that these men will even protect one of their own? Oh, I don't know if that's a cardinal or not. No, I don't think that's a cardinal. I think that's a flower. I'm gonna zoom in closer. I'm gonna try to. I can't get to it. Unless it fucking left, because I don't see it. Y'all see it? I thought I saw a cardinal. But I guess that was a hallucination. But anyway, back to my point. Where do you see where black men will protect any black woman or girl that they know? Family members, married, dating, whatever. Where have you seen that? Where the fuck have you seen it? Because I've never seen it. And then, of course, even if there is, there's always stipulations that go to it, too. So, and that's not really protection. If they're supposed to be your family members, I'm not saying that you have to always be, you have to support bad decisions. You shouldn't support bad decisions. But with these two examples that I provided, I've never seen them even protect their own fucking family members. And I wish we would stop acting like that is actually the case when it's not. It's really fucking not. No, y'all don't protect strangers, and I don't expect you to, because that's foolish. But I don't see you protecting the ones that you know either. So stop with that fucking lie. But that's what I wanted to say, and if you happen to come across this video and you're new, please remember to like, please comment, subscribe, do all those things that content creators, encourage you to do. Not force, I'm saying encourage. But I just wanted to make this video because, again, I don't understand the fucking whole, well, we only protect people that we know, when black men don't even fucking protect people that they know. Especially the women that they know. All right, talk to y'all soon.